I have no explanation for what just happened. I've switched encoders over to X264, but my GPU was not remotely overloaded. But it was saying that it was, so that's lots of fun. I'm looking at Dragon Center, which is the thing eating up most of my, like, tons of CPU time, and I'm not sure why. It's not one thing, it's another, right? Do I sound okay?
Yeah, you come back.
Alright. I have no explanation for what just happened there. But apparently... Like, I'm looking through my settings and I don't see anything wrong. Huh. Yeah, it just suddenly said encoder overloaded and wouldn't send anything else. So I switched it over to software encoding over the CPU. So I guess we'll just start over because we didn't get very far and the video is going to be split. I'm Annie. We're playing Phoenix Wright. It's gonna be good this time. It's gonna be good. Oh good, I'm a little loopy too. I feel like shit. Took some medicine for it. Hasn't kicked in yet. I getcha. I have no idea why MSI Dragon Center would cause that. This is weird. This whole thing's weird. Streaming's fucked and haunted. I want everyone to know that. Today's been better than the depression fest of the last few days, though. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, I thought I'd grab the Coke. Alright, I'll get one in a minute. Alright, here we go. I guess we're doing X264 from now on if that shit's gonna happen. September 7th, 3:11 p.m., Detention Center Visitors Room. Well, hello! I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. It's really quite moving. Not, you stinking lawyer! I hope you die! Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May! I have a feeling it was something between the GPU and the capture card that went wrong, but who knows. Oh, happy birthday! Since we didn't do anything much for it. Oh. Thanks for celebrating with us, I suppose. No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask. Unfortunately, there is nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head? Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard. So, what is it you wish to ask of me then, For starters, how did he get to be so totally whacked? Yeah, we were doing it. No, not NVENC, AMD. I've never had NVENC break on me, actually. But the AMD hardware encoding, I've heard, is less reliable for video. Yeah, happy birthday to you and Rosemary, Fel3. About the men who stayed with you in your hotel room. Also, hi, Rosemary. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on. No way, Jose. Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. Why'd you place a wiretap on Mia's phone? Oh, when you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal. Tapping people's phones is a crime, Miss May. Oh, I suppose you learned that in lawyer school, huh? Creep. This woman is impossible to talk to. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Oh, that does it! Bottom-feeding, scum-sucking lawyer! Bottom? I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers or just against me? Alright, so I guess we're just moving somewhere else. Let's see if we can get Grossberg back in on this. September 7th, Grossberg Law Offices. No particular time. Huh. Looks like Grossberg is out today. Again. Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason. No. Look, the painting's gone. Wait a second. Wasn't there a giant painting hanging on the wall? Yeah. It was a painting of a fisherman. Wasn't it? Wasn't a very memorable painting anyhow. An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. A table for clients. An elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. Solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. Deep luster. What's this? Old photos. There's two lying here. Something's been written in pencil on the backs. DL6 Incident Exhibit A, DL6 Incident Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. Perhaps I'll, borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will miss just one little photo sitting conspicuously on the desk of an attorney that certainly he doesn't, you know, require for some reason or other, and will immediately notice when re-entering the room that it's gone. Yes, this is when we start getting into the larger overarching plot. Photograph quietly added to the court record. Yeah, that'll stand up in court, don't worry about it. A photo lies on the desk. Maybe I should switch it to with the one I took. Yeah, let's do that, and let's bring this back to what's her face? Because this is the guy we see on the title screen. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive-looking mahogany books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been mahogany red. Alright, let's see if she knows this person. You again. Can't you take a hint and stay gone? Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. Oh, let me move that for you, Gaston. There you go. Oh no, don't fall. You're okay. Oh, it's my fault now. You don't just have spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart. That does it. When this case is done, I am shaving my head. No, you're fucking not. Then you wouldn't be an identifiable character. Hey, guess what? Actually, I really hate your guts, so get lost. Because, well, I'm not cooperating. Thanks, I noticed. Okay, so that didn't work. That's alright. I'm gonna take a look at the Gatewater Hotel. September 7, Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Ah, welcome, sir! Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Oh, thanks! Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewater's rep, as they say. Huh? Rep? Yes! Our reputation will swell as the hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. We can charge a premium for the room, of course. It'll be great for business, sir. Whoa! Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? So, you're our honored guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. About Miss May. Oh, her, sir. Not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her, she'd do it, I said. Do what? Starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. I wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Ah, yes. He struck me as a real, lady killer, if you'll pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are of the same ilk. We both carry the scent of, danger. Hey, Xenon. You didn't miss a lot, if I'm being honest. There we are in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. If you had a photo of that man, I'm quite sure I could identify him. Photo? I just so happen to have a photo. Isn't that wild? And it is a photo of a man. But is it that man? Only time will tell. And that time is now. Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit swearing that's him? An affidavit? This guy is way too excited about this. Well, sure, why not? Yes! I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth, I will be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. Just hurry up and write it. Bellboy's affidavit added to the court record. Not even Miss May can play dumb to this. Alright, now that we're done that initial bit of dialogue, I'd like to ask someone to hit bang donate in the chat. There's some important shit under there that y'all need to listen to. Alright, there it is. Thank you. So, there are protests going on around the country right now. Hell, around the world. Centered around the United States. Because black people in this country, and in many other countries as well, have been denied basic human rights, especially when it comes to police violence. For many, many years, black and indigenous people are both being punished simply for existing, and there are protests going on to try and stop that shit. There are organizations there, the Black Hills Legal Fund and the National Bail Fund Network, or just the Bail Fund Network, there we go. They are helping the protesters on the ground right now, and they need your money, your time, your effort, so I would really appreciate it if y'all would look into some of that shit behind those links, because Black Lives Matter, and that's something that we've been just tossing out the window for a real goddamn long time. Alright, back to the game. Back to the lighter stuff. Murder. Cartoon murder. Could you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely, and on that subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle. A subtitle? The Gatewater Hotel, Murder Manor. Well, what do you think? Sounds great. Whatever floats your tea set. Huh? There's still a screwdriver stuck in that drawer. Please leave that as it is, sir. That's the drawer of terror, hiding place of the murder's wiretap. It's set to become one of the most popular attractions here. White man obsessed with true crime is what we have here. This guy's serious. I don't believe it. The bellboy is the murderer, Xenon's just decided. Alright, that man. About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? I'm not telling. Look, he's being accused of murder. I don't think you want to be protecting him. But you've sold out the late Miss Faye to the cops? No. See? Damn. Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. Well, it's a good thing I do. Do you have a look at this? What's that? The bellboy's affidavit tells us everything he saw. Such as the man you checked in with. Who was most definitely this guy. Now I'm getting somewhere. Okay. She's vulnerable now. I should be gentle. Miss May, it would be easy for me to hand this affidavit to the police. If they get involved, wouldn't your boss be even more, inconvenienced? All I want to do is have a little chat with him. You won't tell me? Is that all you have to say? Yes. If it's so easy for you to get the police involved, then why don't you? Somehow, I think you're not up to it, Show them a little kindness and they jump all over you. That had the opposite effect of what I hoped. Aww, smirk. Poor little lawyer. And you were so close. This isn't working. I think I've worn out this piece of paper's usefulness. Damn it. Bellboy's affidavit discarded. The man in this photo is the one I want. Why did April May not want to talk about it? She must know him. Well, anyone at Grossberg yet? Alright, this is getting ridiculous. Where the heck is that loafer? That old familiar clearing of the throat. Aha, you again! Hello, Mr. Grossberg. Well, you are quite the thing, my boy. What's wrong, Mox? Excuse me. The trial. He was there? Reminded me of myself when I was a youth. My boy. I guess something got passed down through Mia, maybe? It brings back memories, it does. Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Lemony youth. Delicious lemony youth. I apologize. It was all a bit too much for me, my boy. I see you today. I appreciate the reminiscing, but I'd much rather you gave me some information. So you came to see the trial?
Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. I couldn't get a wink of sleep.
Really? What was that?
Well, you see, it's just Mia's sister, that poor girl. My boy!
Oh god, he said it!
My boy!
I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. You were that worried about it, why didn't you offer to defend her? I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know.
Wright? Mr. Wright? No, I'm sorry, it's just I need more time to think about it. My boy!
Thank you, Box. Oh god, bad acid reflux. I was warned this might happen. Jason was having bad acid reflux too. One sec. Eat a dead acid. That's what I get for getting so into it. Holy shit. Oh, that hurts. Thank you, Christy and Mox.
No, I'm sorry. I need more time to think about it, my boy.
He does seem troubled about something. Maybe I can find something that'll inspire him to talk.
The other day,
Wait, sorry. It's infectious. The other day, I'm sure there was a big pretentious-looking painting on that wall.
Pretentious looking?
Well, you know the one I mean. Anyway, where'd it go?
Yes, well, I got rid of it. Got quite tired of the thing, really. I sold it, you see. Yes, that's right. Sold it!
I'm not sure I buy that. Wasn't that painting rather important to you, sir? Did something happen?
I don't see how it's any of your business. Please speak no more of that accursed painting. I didn't. Mumble.
Excuse me, I was wondering about this photograph.
Where did you get that?
I borrowed it.
Well, give it back at once.
Mr. Grossberg, tell me about the man in this photo. He may have been in the hotel room with April May on the night of the murder. Do you know something about him? Anything?
Very well. I'll tell you what I know. However, you didn't hear it from me, if you follow.
I follow.
That man is Mr. Red White.
What is with these names?
He's the president of Blue Corp.
Very patriotic. Red White. Blue Corp. Something like a detective agency, right?
They are information pros. They sell information, you see. Sensitive information.
Despite his name, Mr. White has the blackest reputation of any man in this country. Oh, I see what you did there.
Should you run across him, watch what you say. You wouldn't want him digging up any dirt on you.
Selling information. Sounds like blackmail. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located?
I suppose.
Mr. Red White, at last. Finally, a lead on this guy. Even if April May couldn't have done it, he could have. Time to take action. Photograph returned to Mr. Grossberg.
Now I must ask you to leave.
I need to think about things alone. Alright, let's go to Blue Corp. They have a fucking Atlas statue. That's never a good sign. September 7, Blue Corp Inc. CEO's office. What is with the surreal decor? Welcome! Please furnish me with the title of your personage! What the? Your name! What's your name? I was just incorribly asking the title that you go by. Wright, Phoenix Wright. Incorribly? Mr. Wright, is it right? I see. Splendiferous! Perhaps I've intimidated you with my giantesque vocabulary. What is this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp. You know, corporate expansion official. So Atlas has been taken as the symbol of, oh god, what's it called? Moral objectivism, which is the basis for American libertarianism, which is some nasty shit. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite. So I'm afraid I'm not used to conversing with the wordily challenged. What a fruitcake! Fruitcake in this case is an old-timey word meaning whacked. Someone who acts, for lack of a better term, crazy. That's actually not intended as a homophobic slur, I'm pretty sure. By context. Let me guess. You're an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation, so it's ableist instead. Fuck. That's the only explanation for why you would come to meet me like this. What does he mean by that? No matter! So, what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? Yipes! This guy's arrogance meter is off the scale. If he had a super move, it would be arrogance. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct! She was my secretariat! That's a horse. What a shock it was to hear that what she has done. What she's done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed! She's paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties, but I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is inevitable that she would do this. Sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. On the night of the murder, were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. My motto is don't worry, be happy. Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy has stated on the record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. He raises a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? He should have seen the same thing as April May. Oh ho ho ho. The police, the courts, the bass, the treble. I like my coffee black, just like my metal. To me, they're mere toys, playthings for my amusement. What kind of company is Blue Corp anyway? Excellent question! We buy and sell various kinds of information. We're a company of the future. You might say we are the future. Sell information. In just 10 years, I built this business up into the grand office you see now. I built this office on rock and roll. In case you were wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color blue. Really? I, Red White of Blue Corp, as founder and CEO, named it so. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course! Fantabulistic, is it not? There's something that's been bothering me. Yes, what might that be? That big painting on the wall over there. You know, I've actually seen that painting before. Oh? Just yesterday, actually. Your point being? My point is simple, or rather, my question is simple. Why is that painting hanging on your wall? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you? Huh? A lawyer. No, my feeble friend, a near lawyer. Worth nothing, zilch, zippo, nada. Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney, Grody Burger. What? He punched me. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, eh? Charge me with assault? Charge away, I welcome it. For it's you who will be found guilty. What? Heed my exposition. That's technically correct. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say. But I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand. It's a world beyond your compensation. You came here from Grody Burgers, I presume. Mr. Grossbert, yes. Then you must ask him, why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps he'll tell you. Perhaps he'll explain how a man can live life purely for personal profits. Go now, skedaddle! There's nothing more to discuss. A statue of man holding up the world. The Blue Corp sign certainly stands out enough. The model for the man is, of course, Mr. White. I'm guessing this is supposed to be a desk. My, this is quite the thing. This painting was, until yesterday, hanging in Mr. Grossberg's office. Why does White have it now? It's not hard to imagine a few possibilities. An impressive lineup of trophies. Judges Special Runner-Up, Best Participation, Judges Cooperation Award, Special Good Try Prize? Huh. The words judges and special kind of stand out. Probably strong-armed them into giving him something. Huh? I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat? Ahem! 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 Jumping Jehoshaphat! No, you! But what's wrong? What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him, that much is clear. So I paid Blue Corp a visit. No, I see. Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit, something's been bothering me. No, what is it? Well, out with it, my boy! Oh no, your clip button's gone away. That's no good. Mr. Grossberg, sir, there was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corp, Red White's office. So, you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes, and I know that it is, and I know what it is. You're lovers. It's not something I can claim to understand, but you and Mr. White are lovers, aren't you? Whoops. What? My boy? You sent that painting to him as a sign of undying love. Boy, please, you're letting your fancies run away with you. Where do you get these bizarre ideas? I don't understand how... That's because we're not... Don't be ridiculous. Enough. I'll swallow my pride and tell you all. I knew it. They are lovers. No! We're not lovers! Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corp is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years? All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed. The name on the back of those photographs. As you suspected, I could not stand in defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. So that's the connection. It's hard for me to tell you this, my boy. But arresting Red White will be nigh impossible. Possible? Why? He has information on everyone. Gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. What? They're bound, unable to do harm to themselves and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years. But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him. You told White? He offered me riches. It's an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office. Mia's office? She followed this every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found. So you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. Couldn't get a wink of sleep. This is the same info, but it said I hadn't seen it yet. Really? What was that? Well, you see, it's just Mia's sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. Well, let's go see Mia's office then. Hey, Bad Road, good to see you. Bro Essentials was showing off the HHGTTG text adventure, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And I was hoping to see how you get past the part where you're shrunk. That's a wild fucking game. It's funny, looking at this room, it seems so normal. Hard to imagine murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. Let's look at this tree. Mia's favorite potted plant. Guess I'll have to water it now. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Mia's desk. Perfectly clean as always. The only thing it's missing is Mia. All the cases the chief ever worked on are filed here. They're in alphabetical order. Let's take a look. Which file should I look at? I mean A to I. Let's see if there's A records in this file that catches my eye. Ha 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 ha! I'd kill me. A, B, F, Misty Faye. That's me and Maya's mother. Huh. Should I take a look? I have tarnished the Faye name, leaving only these words. My mother vanished. I was determined to find the one who'd made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold that information to the press. This parasite. Ooh, see, that's actually like a reference to moral objectivism and turning it around. So that's a good reference right there. Who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is... Huh. The record stops there. So Mia knew Grossberg. Yeah, we already knew that. Let's see. J through S. Nothing much in here. Maybe I'll just skim some of this. Well, no harm in flipping through it a bit, I guess. Biggest part's here at the end in S. Suicide. Ugh. She has a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, policemen. There's writing on most of these in pencil. White. This is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these so-called suicides. White drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Ha! Let's find the most disturbing one. Article about a politician's suicide. The word white is written in pencil at the top. Alright, now it says we found what we need. I give up. The sky is blue and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself, but it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Now stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. This is the only clue that Mia left me. I'd better make this one count. Mr. White, you see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me how? I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia. She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with a single word. White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail! Not just him either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all of the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation! Mr. Wrong. What is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. Secretary's office, hello? Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. White. You're wrong, Mr. White. Excuse me. What I should be doing now is going after you. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was onto you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then Mia was murdered, and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So the culprit would be... Why is he telling him all this? Drama? It's all about the drama. Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it. And now Phoenix is killed. And that's game over. So, the end. Secretary's office. We won't be needing an escort for Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office. Of course, sir. One moment, please. White? Is that you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor? I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I'd like to testify. What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court. Quietude! I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed, but he could be violent. What? What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer man! What? Mr. White, this isn't another one of those. Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you're in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police, now! Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You're a mere lawyer. As was Miss Mia. How dare you! I'll point the finger at you and you'll be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they make even you look competent. Ah, I feel faint. Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir! Isn't Edgeworth the chief prosecutor? No, he becomes the chief prosecutor, right? Do they ever name the first one? Ah! Butts! Harry Butts! Wright, actually. Phoenix Wright. And my friend's name is Larry? Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Butts was the murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe. I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. September 8th, 3:37 p.m., Detention Center Visitors Room. I can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's gonna set a trap for me, and the prosecution will be on it, of course. Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Wright! Mr. Wright! Oh, Maya! Great, they let you out of detention. Just now, yes, it's all thanks to you. Now I'm afraid we switched places. What? You mean you? I explained what had happened to Maya. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you. This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well... Alright, you can be my defense lawyer tomorrow. Alright. Huh? Leave it to me. I am Mia's sister, after all. Lawyership runs in the blood. Wasn't it ghost powers that run in your blood? I've got to run to the bookstore and pick up a copy of Law for Rookies. Oh, wait. What? I'm kidding. It was a joke. No way. No, really, I was kidding, but thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. There really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece? Okay. Then come to the trial tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. Times change, yet with crime, it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finished in a day, and most with a guilty verdict. Never thought I'd end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. With the true culprit appearing as the star witness, this is it. Tomorrow it's me or him. To be continued. Alright, well, we're going to take a break early. Just because that's a good place to do it. And we'll be back in just a few minutes. I'm gonna run an ad break. Gonna try and work this cramp out some more. Jesus Christ, this is very frustrating. And we'll see you soon. That was weird. Having the task manager up stole my fucking keyboard. So I couldn't hit my hotkeys. So the best part about being chronically ill and chronically in pain is just randomly getting brand new pains that you've never felt before and will never feel again. Today is not going easy on me. I'm hoping it's just this storm. Oof. How's everyone doing? Oh yeah, it's a blast. Hey, Alma. Getting critical hit by your own guts. Yeah. This feels like a running cramp is the thing. I don't know what's doing it, but I hate it. I used to get these during anxiety attacks, like I said earlier. Like, similar to this. Maybe a pulled muscle. It's I'm only feeling it when I move in certain ways. And it does feel more surface than something happening in the intestines. So I might have just laid on it wrong. Don't like it though. This is the chronic pain stream. If you're here for entertainment, piss off. Alright, day 3 trial. September 9, 9:52 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Phoenix, look! Bang! Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office today. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony. If I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What? Does White have the judge in his pocket too? So you're saying I'm gonna be guilty, end of story. I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who's guilty and who's innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. This is how a lot of district attorneys are, is the thing, like in real life. Edgeworth, you've changed. Huh? Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright. Phoenix? Well, court will be starting soon. But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet, they're not. I'll be defending myself. That means I have a fool for a client, am I right? Am I right? Okay, let's do this. Edgeworth has a good character arc. September 9, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 1. With God as my witness, I am that fool! Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I'll be defending myself. Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's gonna raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why did this witness testify in the trial against Ms. Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that Ms. May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Great. He gets to show off and I get nowhere. I'd like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Hey, no worries, Alma. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Your name. Yes, that's what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name. Oh, these two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. No one has ever called you Blanco Nino. Did you know the victim is Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder? Correct! And you witnessed the murder from there. Ahem. Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White, you may begin your testimony. I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Oh, why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Every time he talks, I just go shut the fuck up and it gets louder every time. I'm so sorry. Ho, 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 ho. I hope you've made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. Let's see, it was about 9, I believe. I was quietly reading to you some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Ms. May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. If things are cut as you testify, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination. Alright, here's where we save the game. Yes, please stab him in the throat. It was about 9 o'clock. How do you know what time it was? Because I'm always abso-positively perfect, you know. No, you're not getting away with that. You are so mistrusting, Mr. Lawyer. So, what was the proper term for secretary again? Anyway, Miss May ordered room service from 9 o'clock. It happened soon after the room service arrived. That's what Miss May said, too. What was that?
I was trying to murder a bug, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. True, the bellboy who brought the coffee saw Miss May. But he testified that he did not see you at the time. Alright, this is your concern. Silly lawyer, Miss May received the coffee outside the room. Of course he couldn't see me. He'd need x-ray vision to pull off something like that. Tell us, what were you doing at the time? I was quietly reading to you some papers by the window. By window, you mean the one directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices. Correct! That's the only window you see. And there you were reading papers. Correct! The Gatewater is a businessman's hotel, and I am a busy man who had business to do! Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. A bedlam. It must have been when you attacked, I assume. We see. Continue. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. So you were reading your papers until you heard the sound. But of course, I'm no snoop. Peeping out of windows at night. No snoop. Yeah, right, you've made a career out of snooping. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Spiky-haired? That's it. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated the assailant looks like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? Counting both eyes, 40. 40? Don't add them together. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is very good. Hey, whose side is the judge on, anyway? And what did you do then? I called Miss May over at once. She too was surprised, of course. What was Miss May doing at the time? She'd just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly. Did you know she'd been tapping the Fay office phone? Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. I care not. I'll answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Fay woman. You'd make a good politician, Mr. White. Ho, I know! After all, I am El Presidente. Please continue. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprende, I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I'm always abso-positively perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. The victim ran to the left and you gave chase. Are you sure about that? How many times must I say it? I am abso-positively perfect. End of story. How many times must I hear that? Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as a little odd? Oh shit. God damn it. That's alright. I did it on the wrong piece of dialogue. Victim ran to the left. Here we go. Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. Where's we chill? She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh ho ho! It's simple, you've misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left as you claimed she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Oh, that's a good face. It's a very good face, and I like that face. Very strange. I did see her run to the left, I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. Yeah, because he was on the other side of her. So he did witness the killing? Wait a second! Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Miss May says right and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once. Ha! I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There's one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes. What do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, then where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. White was standing. You know, where the killer is. This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him, it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Order! I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. White, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion! The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Oh no, you're starting to sound like him. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I've been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well, let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony twice a day, buddy. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely, and that's what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see? You hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? Isn't that funny how we have a piece of paper that says she was only struck once? Ah, that does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I mean, yes, Your Honor. What do you mean by that? That's what I'm about to explain. You Americans, always so impatient. It does not become you. Is he supposed to be British? Too bad. He's a game show host. Hey, buddy, you're an American oh, never mind. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. What do you mean first? First? That's what comes before what happens next. You do speak English, right? Please sit back, relax. I'll try to use simple words for your benefit. First, she ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That's what I saw. I didn't hit anyone. Now, Mr. Wright, there's no point in hiding things from the court. I'm not hiding anything. The prosecution requests that the defense refrain from interrupting the testimony. Mr. Wright, you've been warned. Why is he mad at me? Why are you booing me? I'm right. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That's what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. And we don't have something that specifically says hit her once. Oh wait, no, that's the same thing again. Well, we just saved, so I guess we can present this. Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say about that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts, with a clock! Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were abso-posolutely perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I'd like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite! The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice! Don't let him get away! Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony. The crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White? Oh, okay. The two accounts. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then the next moment, I saw Ms. Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran to the door. Then you did her in with a single blow, thwap. Ah, thwap indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. I mean, that's a mood, but not a good enough mood. Deal with it. Bam, 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 bam. This is almost over. Cross-examination. You heard that thing fall. What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, that? The glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White. Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. You mean this glass? Xenon, you should be an anime lawyer. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. The glass stand was lying on the floor? That's the first I've heard of this. Why didn't you tell us about the stand before? Well, why? Me? Well, I was instructed not to. Wait, one moment. Give me a minute to gather my thoughts. I am so confused. White is falling apart. Your Honor, please, I ask that you do not allow the witness to be badgered any further. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. Mr. Edgeworth is scary. Yes, Your Honor, Edgeworth is on the ropes. Very well. The witness may continue his account. Then the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. Badger, Miss Mia. Mr. White, did you know the victim personally? No, triple no. How would I? How could I? I see nothing odd about the witness knowing the name of the victim. Mr. Wright, I will not have you harrying the witness. Harry. You're looking a little flustered, Edgeworth. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. Now before, you said that she was hit before she ran. Yes, I must have been confused, but don't worry, we all know what happened now. She turned and ran for the door. What did you do then? I gave chase, of course. No, not me, the killer, I mean. He gave chase. Mr. White, please try to remain calm. Mr. Wright here is only trying to fluster you with baseless accusations. Oh, right. Thank you, Miles. Then you did her in with a single blow thwap. Thwap? That doesn't sound like the savage attack from your earlier testimony. Yes, well, I am a man of peace, you see. Phoenix, he's getting a lot less talkative. He's probably afraid I'll catch him on something. But it won't be easy. Alright. Let's see. What do we got here? We got the autopsy report. Got a conversation there. The broken remains of a glass light stand broken beyond all recognition. Clock in the form of a statue. We got the wiretap. We got the receipt that says Maya. The victim dodged an attack and ran to the right. And the murder scene, Faye and Co. Law offices. Alright, what do we got here? A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. Then the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. She turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow thwap. Alright, what am I missing here? How could he have seen the light stand lying on the floor from the hotel? Mr. White, it was impossible for you to have seen the light stand. What? The stand broke into pieces when it fell. Ugh! Just by seeing the broken pieces, you would have no idea it was a light stand. So tell me exactly when was it you saw the stand? Answer the question! Answer the question! Isn't it obvious? I saw the stand before it fell over. So you saw the stand before the victim was attacked then? Correct, that would be no problemo, right? Huh. Big problemo. There's a big problem here. What problem is this? Mr. White, let me make sure I have this straight. You saw the glass light stand through the window from the hotel before the incident occurred. Correct, that is so. It's conclusive, definitive, undeniable, and unimpeachable. No, it's impossible. You couldn't have seen the stand. Problemon, there you go. What's that digivolve into? Problemopods, I like that. What? Why couldn't he? You have proof? I sure do, Your Honor. A person in the hotel could not have seen the stand before it fell over. Look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you'd be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Troublemon, there you go. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity! Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Blah! Time for the scary face. Mr. White, prepare yourselves for the scary face. Mr. White. You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor, I Miss Mia. Ha! Looks like we're about to get our verdict. That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? Ah! I forgot about Edgeworth. Ah! Mr. White. I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now? What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Ms. Fay. What does that have to do, Your Honor? The question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by who? No, you wouldn't! Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct! You're most correct, Miles! Give me a break! Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay & Co. law offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He's determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand. At the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to the office well before the murder took place. Hey, B, good to see you. When he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture that it is. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Ahem, leave it to me. Ah, I feel faint. So I don't want to jinx myself, but my cramp's gone away at the same time that my migraine went away. So that cramp could have, like, I've heard of having, like, stomach pain from a migraine before, but this is the first time I've ever experienced that. I feel a lot better now, and I'm just woozy from the fucking Zomig. Here comes the bit where you get to really out there logic. Oh, there's a lot of that in this series from what I've seen. Falther, you've played through the whole series, right? I played through like 1.5 of them. I got up to the circus case, I think was the furthest I got. Now that one's wild. This guy is super bling, huh? Oh yeah, sorry y'all have to kind of reach for quotes if you want to do any during these. There's a lot less commentary during visual novel stuff. So don't feel bad if you don't get a lot from these streams. It was the beginning of September. Remember, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That's when I saw this glass light stand. Huh. So you saw the stand before the night of the incident. All 6 main games and both of the investigations games. Wow! Yeah, I've only played like 1.5 of them. I'm real excited to play through the whole series. I hope that more of them get released for the Switch. Yeah, he's admitting to breaking and entering to avoid being charged with murder. He did just remember what happened in September, Alma. I'm glad we both got there. They are just accepting that you can hear this stuff from across the street, Xenon, and I don't understand why, because that's wild as fuck. There's a Phoenix Wright versus Professor Layton? That's actually not that uncommon in real life, is the thing, B. What happened in September? What, you don't remember? You don't remember what happened the 25th night of September? And this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over, by the sound? Correct, that's right. Someone link them the song. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine. Ah, what am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. The wiretapping. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Alright, let's hit save. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Ms. Faye's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Huh, right. You do have proof. I had entered the Faye & Co. law offices. Was it really you that went into the office, or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Faye & Co. law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. If I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Faye & Co. law offices. Of course, I'd done so to place the wiretap. Why did you tap Mia's phone? That has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp's a detective agency of a sort. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. That's when I saw this glass light stand. Damn it, there's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. Some versions of the PSP do have video out, yeah. The one that we have around here somewhere I don't believe does, though. I think it's the PSP 3000, and it's only like the 1000 and 2000 that have it, something like that. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? All versions did? I don't think that's right. Is it through USB? If it's through USB, then maybe. The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beautatious thing deserves attention, does it not? Not through USB. Mine definitely does not have a video output is the thing. It's just got the USB and the AC ports. That's all. Damn it, there's nothing there for me to press him on. Alright, we've got to, quote, bluff something out of him. Entered the Faye & Co. law offices. I'd done so to place the wiretap. Don't tell me I've run out of ammo. Tisk tisk. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time's come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. No more. I can't take this anymore. Mr. White? Are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix! Wait. I need... There was a thing I did with Pyre, and I gotta do it again. I gotta break this back out for this. Because this is where shit gets wild. Phoenix! Over here! I know that voice! Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Mia! Whoops, wrong voice to talk into the cup for. That's my whole secret, by the way, is I talk into a red Solo cup. Where am I? The waiting lobby. What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating? Ah, you're finally awake. Ah! It might not be a 3000. I may have the model number wrong. Hey! Phoenix! Jack? That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. You're... Maya? Didn't you know the Fey women had strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So Maya's channeling you, Mia? That's right. I'm Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up, and you can't either. That's what I came here to tell you.
But...
We don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won.
Huh?
You have that receipt in the court record, right?
Oh yeah. The one you wrote Maya on.
Phoenix, Wright wrote that, not me.
So, what do I do with it?
Look at the front of the receipt.
The front? I hadn't even thought of that for some reason. It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. I have one of the ones that has a disk drive, if that helps. I think the Go didn't have a disk drive. So it might be a 1,000. $1,000? Wow, big spender. Item, glass light stand. Glass light stand. Date of purchase, September 4. September 4?
That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Now, what did Mr. Wright say in his testimony?
It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I'm having a hard time keeping track of the cup. He said that he saw the stand the week before the murder.
There you go. I think the court's about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just gotta prove it.
Right. Receipt updated in the court record. September 9, 1:16 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 1. Court will now reconvene from the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant, are you okay, Mr. Wright? Yeah, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. You look like you saw a ghost. Then let's just start where we left off. Your Honor, there's nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. Wright is finished. All that's required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Huh. Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you. Huh. But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let's give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Time to rise from the ashes, am I right? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I'd done so to place the wiretap. That's when I saw the glass light stand. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? You're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. Thank you, Feltry. Can someone add that for them?
I got
it. The other side? Your Honor. Will you tell the court what's written on the other side of the receipt? Thank you, B, and Christy was also going for it. Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase? Why, that's the day before the murder.
You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fay & Co. law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then, that's all for the trial of... Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. Can't let you do that, Starfox. Huh? What? No way he can worm his way out of this one. Ah! Oh, wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. Ah! There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there's no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Ah, another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There's no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, if anyone's going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. What? Come on. How come our enemy is Nega Phoenix, right? The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No, there's no telling what'll happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with, or just make up something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all. Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course, thank you for your time. Ugh. The witness will stay. Mia? Phoenix? Read this note out loud. Mia, what's... A list of people's names in Mia's handwriting. Your Honor, if I may. You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I'd like to read to the court. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities, frozen bake. That's when it happened. Stop! Desist! Halt! Please stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press. I confess, I did it! I hit her! I hit Miss Mia with the thinker! Case closed, Your Honor.
Well, I see no reason to continue the trial, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
You done it again. That was quite a spirited defense.
Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was, am I right, gamers?
Well. This court finds the defense... rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. That's all. This court is adjourned.
September 9, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again. But congratulations. You're lucky I was born a Fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live? My time here's running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay that long. What? No, there's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief! I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix? Can you come to the office tonight, say 9 o'clock? The office? I'll see you later.
Mia!
September 9, 9:02 p.m., Faye & Co. Law Offices. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came! Mia? I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then. I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? You should see your face. Mia? What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What, did I look like my sister? Look, you were her. Huh. Might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, will you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Huh? She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Co. law offices, right? And who better but me, Maya Faye, reporting for duty. Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick, Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a good name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick. You know what this means? We're partners. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now, but if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright & Co. law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Good luck, Phoenix. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here watching. Yeah, there is a Phoenix Wright movie. I believe it's a musical. Right. Okay, Nick, let's do it. Or maybe that's the stage play? Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy, burgers. There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, time's a wasting. Okay, wait up. A brand new episode has been added. Alright, so that's going to be it for this week. We'll start again on Chapter 3 next week. That was a lot of fun. Thanks everyone for coming around. Tomorrow is Wednesday, so that's Sue. She'll be doing either Journey to the Savage Planet or Monster Hunter, whichever she decides at the time. Thursday is Alice finishing up Chrono Trigger. Will the future refuse to change? Come in and find out. Friday is Katie with Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Sunday is Community Day with the new Paladins Radiant Stars Battle Pass. Warning, it may be a bit of a shit show. There's always a lot of cheating at the end and the beginning of new battle passes. And Monday is Christy with art stream. Right, I remembered at the last second. Christy's doing an art stream on Monday. She hasn't done one of those in a while, and they're a hell of a lot of fun. Yeah, we will absolutely send you a host, B. And we will come over and watch. And I think that's it for the schedule. We got a stream team listed below. B's about to go live very shortly. They're at In the Land of the Rising Sun. I'll send them a host. There's also 4 other streamers on there, and everyone on that list is worth watching, believe me. So y'all should send them a follow. And be sure to bang donate. That's super important. We absolutely love it when you support us with the with your bits and your cheering and your subscriptions. If you got other money as well, you know, definitely think about sending that to the organizations listed under Bang Donate. We do have a schedule that is at truckcommunity.neocities.org, and we have a YouTube channel with literally thousands of hours of content. If you want to go back and watch some of our older or even more recent stuff, it gets updated weekly with, on average, like 6 new streams. Black Lives Matter, don't forget that, and we'll see you next time. I'm gonna hit raid. Let's see. Oh right, wrong keyboard. Let me open up Firefox on the computer. I closed it when my when the AMD encoder overloaded a minute ago. Let's go /raid In the Land of the Rising Sun. And we'll see you next time. Good night, everyone.